Hi everyone, this is Ramani Kadil and I'm on a mission to explain 10 self help books around the world which have helped me as well and are going to help you in your life. So stay tuned. This book is Atomic Habits by James Clear. And if you have ever felt stuck, unmotivated, or tired of starting over, this book speaks directly to you. And I'm going to break this down into 10 powerful things we learned from Atomic Habits. Number 1. Big change does not come from big actions. Okay? This book shatters one of the biggest lies we believe that life changes through dramatic moves. No, it doesn't. James Clear teaches us something quieter, okay? Real change comes from small actions. You may be seeing some reflection on my glasses. I've written something down and I am reciting from there, so please put up with me in that. We were saying James Clear teaches us something quieter. He teaches us that real change comes from small actions which are repeated daily, not a 2 hour workout, just 10 minutes. Not reading 50 pages, just one page. Tiny habits feel useless in the moment, but over time they become unstoppable. The second thing we learn from Atomic Habits is goals don't change your life, systems do. All of us love goals. We want to lose weight, we want to get rich, we want to be successful. But goals are temporary, systems are permanent. All of us have grown up like hearing these things like the system of the country is corrupt, the system is what fails governments. So the same applies to our lives. We can have goals, but those are temporary. If we build systems to reach those goals, those are permanent. Atomic Habits teaches us that winners and losers often have the same goals. The difference is the system they follow every day. I mean to say, when we focus only on goals, we feel lost after achieving them. Yeah, very right. And when we build systems on the contrary, progress never stops because this is how our system works. Let's move on to the third learning, okay? Do not take it as an excuse, but listen, okay? Listen. You don't lack discipline. Your environment is working against you. Most of us blame ourselves. I'm lazy. I have no willpower. This book removes that shame. What a relief. James Clear shows us that environment beats motivation. If junk food is visible, you eat it. If your phone is nearby, you scroll. And if books are hidden, you don't read. Change the environment and behavior follows naturally. For example, in my room, if I have like my study book or any self help book by my bedside, okay, there is almost 90% chance that whenever I get bored, I will like pick that book and read, if not more than 5 to 6 lines, but I will read because it is like readily accessible. Okay, but what happens is by our bedside we have our mobile phone and whenever we go to sleep, whenever we're waking up, what we pick up is our mobile phone and not the books. And that's the reason we fail, I think. The fourth important lesson from the book is every habit is a vote for the person you are becoming. This is one of the most emotional lessons in the book. Habits are not just actions, they are identity statements. Who you are your habits. Every time you act, you're telling yourself who you are. Yes, every time we act, we are telling ourselves who we are. We don't run to become a runner, we run because we believe you are we are one. We run because we believe we are a runner. It means that small habits slowly shape how we see ourselves, and identity is powerful. The fifth goal is focus on what we want to become, not what we want to achieve. Most people say, I want success. Atomic Habits asks a deeper question. Who is the kind of person that achieves success? Okay? When we shift our focus to identity, habits become easier. Like if I say to myself that I am a competent person, or maybe I want to work at Google. Not I want to work at Google, but I am someone who works at Google. So see the difference. If I say to myself that I want to work at Google, then that is my desire only. Okay. But if I say that I already work at Google, then the kind of habits I follow are going to slowly mold into someone who would behave in a way like someone who works at Google would behave. And by using that way, we're not forcing ourselves, we're aligning ourselves, right? Let's move on to lesson number 6. Habits follow a simple loop, and once we understand it, change becomes easier. Every habit follows 4 steps: cue, craving, response, and reward. Okay? We don't need to fight habits, we need to understand them. Once we know what triggers our behavior, we can redesign it. Can't we? Like this turns self improvement from a struggle to a strategy. And lesson number 7, this hits hard. Consistency matters more than intensity. Atomic Habits teaches us to stop being extreme. We don't need to be extreme, or don't need to punish ourselves to stand or to stay within certain limits. We don't need perfect days, we just need regular days. Missing once is not a failure, missing twice is where habits break. Yeah, this might sound funny. Missing once is not failure, missing twice is where habits break, okay? And this book gives us permission to be human, okay? Humans make mistakes, and that is acceptable. You can make mistakes, but you have to restart. You can't leave it there. You missed it once, alright. Do it again. This means progress comes from showing up again, not never failing. Lesson number 8. We will not see results immediately, and that's normal. Okay? One of the most comforting lessons in this book is about delayed results. See? We can work hard and see nothing for months. And that is true, so true. Haven't you experienced that yourselves? And if you're not seeing results for months, it doesn't mean that it's not working. It's working in ways you do not even know. Progress is such a thing that is invisible before it becomes obvious. And most people quit right before the breakthrough. Atomic Habits teaches us patience. Another lesson number 9, is make good habits obvious, easy, and satisfying. Okay, good habits don't always need to be hard. Okay, James Clear in this book gives us a simple rule: if a habit feels hard, you won't do it. We won't do it. Yeah, if it feels easy, we repeat it. That's normal. We have to reduce friction, we have to simplify the action, and we have to reward the behavior. Okay, success doesn't come from suffering, it comes from smart design. Yeah, why do we need to make a habit hard for us to stay in discipline? That doesn't need to be hard at all. Like we can make a habit like I will keep my book by my bedside, and as soon as I wake up, I will read only 5 lines, only 5 sentences from the book. That way we don't overload ourselves with the pressure of like reading at least 5 pages a day or 5 pages in the morning itself. Just 5 lines. easy, simple, no friction. And when you read those 5 lines, you can reward yourselves with 10 minutes more sleep. You can do that. And number 10, and the final lesson, is that small habits shape your entire life without you noticing. Okay? This is the quiet power of atomic habits. Our daily habits are building our future, whether we notice it or not. What we do today doesn't feel important, but what we repeat becomes destiny. And that realization is empowering because it means we don't need to change everything, we just need to change one small thing. That can be like keeping a bottle of water and a glass by your bedside, a book by your bedside, intentionally keeping your mobile phone away from you so that you don't start scrolling. Like if you tend to be lazy about eating fruits, and sometimes you want to eat fruits, right? But you are too lazy to get up and wash them. So what you can do is you can do a short prep every time. Like you can keep washed fruits by your side or at your table so that whenever you feel like eating, and a knife also ready, so that whenever you feel like eating a fruit, you don't need to be lazy about washing them and you can just grab one and eat it. So, do any of these activities sound like pressurizing or something very difficult? No, they do not. That is the reason they are called atomic, very tiny, tiny, tiny habits. This is the best part about this book. It doesn't pressure you, it doesn't shame you, it just teaches you gently. Yeah, and it reminds us that transformation is not loud. It lies in those tiny moments that you choose to build or create out of your daily routine. It's just that simple and it's daily.